right, what's up, everyone? Welcome to the Jumpmaster Rex podcast. Today, we're writing another athlete's training. Mr. Dylan Hagen is preparing for a dunk camp coming up in about 4 weeks' time. He's starting a new training cycle to prepare for that, to ensure he is jumping his absolute best. If you don't know Dylan Hagen, he's one of the best, if not the best, 7-year-old dunkers on the planet. Right now, he's gained how many inches since training with us, Tom, on his vertical?
I'd say at least 6.
At least 6. So he's gone from what, a 38 to
5 to 42.
yeah, to 42.
Yeah.
So that doesn't matter out. So like 42, 44, 43, probably around the 43 territory. So it's gone from the 37, 38 to around the 43 territory. He's hit and under both and just gone absolutely crazy. So let's jump into it. Let's write his training for this week. So the general plan, I'll let you run that through, Tom.
Yeah, so general plan for Dylan is obviously dunk camp is in pretty much a month exactly. Literally just make sure he stays healthy, make sure he's feeling good, nice and refreshed, but also so we don't lose any qualities. We don't want him to like lose any strength or anything like that. So it's really just about maintaining here and yeah, making sure he feels good and really just peaking him. So we'll start with Sunday rest day, of course.
What are the qualities we're trying to maintain here? So it's obviously speed, strength.
Yeah, elasticity, all that stuff. But yeah, nothing super crazy in terms of what he's going to be doing because, a month out of, I guess you could argue, the biggest dunk event of the year. A month out, realistically, you're not going to gain any significant amount of vert if you're well trained. So you're better off just going easy and realizing the gains that you've been using or training for the whole year. Don't go push yourself, try and gain an extra inch and try to like cram last minute. It just doesn't work.
Yeah, you end up fatiguing yourself too much, and then you end up peaking late, and then
After.
after dunk camp, you don't peak for dunk camp. All the work was done prior to this month, so this month is just about realizing that work for Dylan, and I guess uncovering it, letting it come out of the darkness to show itself, and get Dylan jumping his highest ever.
Right. I put split leg isos next.
So he likes split leg isometrics the
He
best.
likes split leg isos.
Okay.
I'm thinking some kind of sprint next. What are you thinking?
Or it just depends what he did last cycle. What did he do last cycle?
He sprinted last cycle.
So what sort of meters and stuff like that?
Well, realistically, I only want to give him sprints like once or twice a week.
You don't want to overdo it.
I'm just thinking like, because we're just trying to maintain, so just like 40 meters, like enough to get up to top speed. Because he gets up to top speed, I'd say decently quick.
Yeah.
Because of just how he is.
Yeah.
But I'll give him a warm up first, of course.
Yeah.
I'll just give him J-Max warm up. What do you think? Just like a
You said
3
40
by 40 meters?
Yeah, but how many sets was he doing last cycle?
I think he would have worked up to 5 or 6.
Yeah, so 3's enough.
Yeah. Again, I mean, realistically, we don't need to be doing 6 sets on a peak cycle, do we?
No, because sprints can be massively fatiguing, massively.
On.
And that fatigue can last a long time, so we don't want to overdo it right now.
Alright, gym work.
Dude. He's got to maintain his squat strength, so
I'll give him power clean though, because he really likes them and he's really trying to get better at them. And
well, he's good at them.
I think he does well. Pardon?
He's good at them.
Yeah.
3 by 2. You wouldn't go singles. If he's
Actually,
just trying to maintain,
yeah.
I would just tell him to work up to one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to put in the notes.
One heavy, quote unquote max, probably like 95%. To be honest.
There we go. Next, what are you thinking here?
Squat.
Yep.
High bar. Because he's worked on his squat a lot. He's squatting deep now, isn't he?
He is, yeah.
And getting a lot of quadricep.
He's also got squat shoes as well, which is good. Olympic lifting shoes.
Yeah.
Just work up to heavy triple.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if his actual squat went up still, because he's got a lot of like build up fatigue. So there's a chance that these like heavy triples week to week actually just end up going up a lot more.
Yeah. Same. Honestly, same with his power clean.
Yep. It's the quality of these sessions is going to be so high. But Dylan, bro, honestly,
how's his hamstring strength?
It's actually alright.
Like how much can he Romanian deadlift right now?
In kilos, I think he could do 90 to 100 for about 8.
That's not bad.
No, he's not weak, bro.
It's not
He's
bad.
not weak.
It's not 200 kilos, but yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm very careful because I don't want to like flare his back up. You know, he's got power cleans can be back intensive, back squat, and then we go and give him RDL.
Well, to be fair, like the power clean will maintain some of the hinge strength as well. So you just don't need to go crazy. I wouldn't even go like anything too strenuous on the nervous system. I would just go like 2x8, honestly, dude.
For RDLs.
Yeah, barbell.
Yeah, I was like, what's it?
Yeah, easy, easy, easy. Obviously, is there anything that's like lagging for him? Like, is there anything that he needs to maintain for his health? Like, how are his knees right now?
Good.
They're
Knees are
good.
good. Dylan's actually been the easiest he's ever been in his career, or for as long as we've trained him. Like in the last couple months, he's been very healthy. So
This
it's
training
good.
cycle is going to be somewhat boring, but that's kind of the point.
Yeah, people are
And
like, oh,
simple.
well, it's just the most basic
Yeah,
thing you've ever seen.
calf,
CD calf raise.
because he needs to maintain his soleus
We
strength.
will
'Cause
go a
that's
little bit lower rep though. I'm thinking like a
sure, man. Because he needs to obviously maintain his strength for his patella tendon. Because soleus strength can play a role in reducing knee pain. Just because it's like when you're
yes.
landing, it takes a lot of the impact when you're landing. So we definitely need to
Now,
maintain
do we
that.
put in the secret vertical jump exercise?
Has he been doing tib raises?
He actually has.
Okay, sure.
This
Put
is
it
the
in.
reason he jumps so high, by the way, guys.
Because that's gonna help him a lot with ankle mobility. Because he struggles a lot with ankle mobility. So this is quite a good superset
Ironically,
for
yeah.
ankle mobility.
Which can
and
actually make him
improving
jump
that.
higher in some ways because it lets him get into a better position to jump.
Yeah, a lower position.
All right, Tuesday.
Was he, just to clarify as well, he was jumping Wednesday, Saturday?
Yeah.
Okay. So Tuesday
Just to make it a rest.
Yeah, Tuesday's rest. And then Wednesday
Wed-
just jump.
Wednesday. We'll still give him like a dynamic warm up and stuff.
We have dunk session in the system, so if you just wanted to add and make
Okay. I wouldn't even give him reps for his dunk session.
not easy. And then
Just,
are you gonna give him any plyometrics or just jumping? Honestly, I think just jump.
Yeah.
It's not
We
gonna
got
come through on the
dynamic
recording.
warm up. Okay, that's good. We got a dunk session. All right. And after the dunk session, we'll just give him some light upper body. Nothing crazy. Might as well get the upper body done on this day. Give him dumbbell overhead press, 10 reps. Dylan does actually have access to a gym now. He doesn't just gym at home. So we can give him machine work. So we'll give him a
That's another key thing. So
seated.
if guys don't have access to a gym, we fully cater the training to them, to what equipment you have.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, so back when Dylan didn't have access, it was a little bit harder.
Yeah.
Give him barbell bench press. Just give him a 3x5, nothing crazy. And these are all 7, 8 out of 10 RPE. And give him some kind of like vertical. I think he needs to work on his pull-ups, I'm not gonna lie. Or weighted if too easy. 5 reps. I want to see him weight those.
Why didn't you
And
put
then-
that first? Why didn't you put that first then? Because that's going to be the most stressful.
I can do that. Bang bang.
And then you can superset of the
Cool.
dumbbell
And
press.
then maybe just end. That would actually
Yeah.
save him a bit of time there. And I don't know if he's done too many of these before. So I think it would be good. Just give him 10 reps of those.
So this is just very general upper body work. It's going to build a
Wait,
little
what
bit of
was
muscle.
that? What was that?
This is just very general upper body work.
Yep.
It's going to build a little bit of muscle. Going to maintain strength. It's not going to really fatigue him massively. So why are we putting dead hangs at the end? Like, just clarify.
Why
Like,
am I putting dead hangs, did you say?
Yes.
Yeah, so I found the dead hangs, they're very good for your back health. Well, I wouldn't say very, very good. Like, they're not going to heal your back if your back's like super sore, but they're just very good for general back health. But they're also good for your shoulders, your shoulder mobility. And I do them after every upper body day. And they just feel really nice to do, especially if you got shoulder issues or whatever, and just lets your whole body kind of like decompress. And there's no real downside to doing them. You can work on your grip strength. So 2 sets of 45 seconds, Bob's your uncle.
The other thing we've done here as well is we've balanced vertical pulling and pushing with horizontal pulling and pushing. Like, we're just ticking off like a horizontal pull. We're ticking
Exactly.
off like a horizontal push, and then we're ticking off Like once you tick off those things, it's unless you're trying to like get massive and do bodybuilding, it's unnecessary to do more than that. You just want to tick off those movement patterns really. And you don't 100% have to balance pushing and pulling. Like I know some people like to do that, but you don't have to do that. It just depends on what you're weak at. So if you're weaker at pulling, then go more pulling. If you're weaker at pushing, more pushing, or whatever you want to work on. For jumping, doesn't really matter too much. The key muscle groups you want to focus on are traps, shoulders, upper back, chest matters a little bit maybe for certain dunks, but yeah, it's good to always tick that box off and not have a weak chest either. So for Thursday, has he been training lower body?
Was that sorry?
For Thursday, has he been training lower body?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
so I was thinking Thursday lower, Friday rest, and then Saturday the same setup as here, but just with different exercises. So I'll just copy this one and put it in here, and we'll just change it up, but the start will be the same.
So I think Thursday it should focus on just getting him feeling good for Saturday, not so much trying to go heavy or hard or anything like that.
Yeah.
So a big thing for him is keeping his knees healthy. So I feel like this should emphasize and focus on that for him. So then he can have as higher quality of a session as possible on Saturday.
Yeah, so I reckon just get rid of the power cleans, eh?
Yeah, 100%. And sprints as well, because he's doing elastic work on Wednesday and then doubling up on unless he
So do you say just get rid of the sprints?
well, if he can handle it and he's been doing it, then yeah, keep it.
I'll just give him that. Especially for Dylan, like he's one of those guys that he's very like naturally gifted, but he will get slow quickly if you don't give him enough speed work.
That's a very good point.
What did you say for the back squat?
I would just go slow tempo, general reps. I would go 6, slow, 3 down, 3 up, with a pause at the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just to like ensure his knees stay feeling good and it's not going to fatigue him massively for Saturday. So then he can have a high quality session on Saturday because a huge thing for him leading up to dunk camp is obviously going to be practicing and repping out dunks. So we want to ensure he has high quality sessions on that Saturday to where he can actually practice the dunks he wants to work on and wants to hit, which is also going to help build his confidence if he's hitting certain dunks leading up to dunk camp as well. There's a mindset factor behind this as well. Like in saying that, this is very situational for him. Like we wouldn't do this for every athlete we train. Some guys still need to train hard on that Thursday, but for him in this situation, this is what we want to focus on.
Yep, 100%, bro. Okay, so maybe like a seated hamstring curl because he's got access to one of those now.
Yeah, definitely. Like it's always good because you want to ensure you're getting full development through the hamstrings and doing a hinge pattern, but also doing a bent knee, hamstring, curl variation is good. Just general reps, just going to maintain the muscle quality without fatiguing him. Halves as well, you can do the same thing. He's never had Achilles pain, has he? I don't think he has off the top of my head.
Like tiny amounts. It's never been it's like a crazy issue. Why is that?
Just clarifying, because if he did, then we'd probably want to get him doing something that's going to get his Achilles feeling good. But if not, then that's fine. We can even just do it, keep the...
Yeah, maybe just like a standing barbell.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What's it called? Is it just standing standing barbell calf raise?
But it is a gym, right?
So like
we'll go Smith machine. Smith machine's better if he has access to a gym.
Yeah, Smith machine, calf raise. Bang. Easy. All right. That's lovely.
Tib raises.
So we're going to move on to...
I think we should take out tib raises as well.
Yes. What?
Just take it out. Don't need to do it on the Thursday.
Just get rid of it?
It's just going to be a high likelihood that his shins are going to feel sore on
Unnecessary
Saturday.
fatigue.
It's just not necessary.
Cool. Rest on Friday.
Yeah.
Dunk session on Saturday.
Yeah.
Boom.
And then upper body.
And then really, like, we're just going to switch these out for other things.
He's not doing any core work right now, but he needs to.
So just keep it minimal, you think?
Yeah, but he needs to do core work.
I think first turn that into a barbell overhead press. He hasn't had shoulder issues. So that's fine. Turn this into a mag grip, like a vertical one. Grip 8. And then honestly, just get rid of that.
Probably go the barbell overhead press first as well.
Yes.
It's a little bit bigger of a compound movement.
Some core, right?
Yeah, no, 100%. He needs to train flexion, core flexion, like extension. He needs to go through that range, and he also needs to do some oblique work, some rotation, and maybe some like side bend work as well to ensure his core is
Yep.
strong for his lower back, but also
Give him a Pallof press, maybe?
I would go. Has he done wood chops?
This one?
Yeah, and just 2 sets. Honestly, just 2 sets of 10. That's enough. And then
Yeah.
also like just ab wheel.
Yeah.
Ab wheel's a good staple as well. Just to tick that
Wait,
box.
what was that? Your voice is still so like laggy.
Just to tick that box, I would go ab wheel as well. Just 2 sets of 10.
Okay, ab wheel, I got that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Superset, why not? Maybe the dead hangs last. Is there any other core you'd want to add?
No, that's fine. That's enough for now.
Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, because again, we don't need to be killing him here, guys. We really just want to make sure he's feeling nice and fresh, so we can have that quality dunk session on the Saturday, right? That's really the main thing we want to be making sure he's dunking his best for, so we can practice all these dunks. Dylan, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you are. You can definitely do a low rim session on this Wednesday if you're feeling a bit beat up for whatever reason from that Saturday session, and come Wednesday you're not feeling the best. Do some low rim. Maybe I'll even make a note. Actually, I will do that. Low rim if you're not feeling 100% and save the energy. 10 foot.
Yeah.
What do we think? Pretty
I think that's solid.
pretty good, eh?
It just needs to stay very simple. Again, he needs to freshen up. Now, if you guys are watching this and you're trying to pick for something, hopefully this gives you some insight on what you should do. However, this process is very individual. Like some people might only need a week. Some people might need 2 weeks. Some people might need 3 weeks. Some people might need 4. Everyone's going to be a little bit different. But for Dylan, we found this what works specifically well for him. So I wouldn't go and copy this if you're trying to actually jump higher and you want to get your body adapting. Like maybe if you're an absolute beginner, this might work. However, it's not the best option. This training is designed to get someone fresher and designed to get someone peaking. So unless you're in that sort of circumstance, I would just use this as like a rough guide to follow, but I wouldn't copy this workout exactly for those reasons because it's not really guaranteed to get the best results and outcomes if you're just trying to get your body to adapt and you're trying to train hard enough to get your body to improve and actually jump higher. But yeah, we're just trying to tick. We're just essentially just trying to tick boxes to ensure we maintain qualities for Dylan to ensure things don't detrain and he doesn't decondition, but at the same time, he's jumping his best in a month's time.
100%, bro. That's it.
But yeah, if you guys are wanting help like this, there's going to be a link down below to where you can apply for coaching. Also, we have plenty of other podcasts. We're going to put one in the pop-up in the screen above. We wrote someone else's training last week, so you can check that out. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Peace out, guys.